A radical new look for one of Australia's most popular cars. This is the new Mitsubishi Magna, unveiled last night in the United States. It will carry the company's international sales hopes for the next 2 years when all new model comes out.
This car, you're seeing a car which is an evolutionary improvement on the previous model, and it is a substantial statement in terms of the style and a distinct look for Mitsubishi.
It will be available in 12 countries, including new markets in Canada and Puerto Rico. It will go on sale in Australia mid-year. A check of finance news, and the Australian share market closed weaker after a shortened trading session ahead of the Easter long weekend. The Ordinaries Index ending the day down more than 27 points. Telstra dropped 5 cents today. News Corporation was down 34. CBA fell 31. Rio Tinto shed 50. AMP climbed 1 cent. The Australian dollar, well, that will buy you 61.35 American cents and around 38 pence, 73 yen and 56 euro cents. Gold is fetching $326.70 US an ounce. Donahue D'Souza's at Commonwealth Securities tonight. Donahue, the All Ordinaries Index took its lead from offshore markets today.
Sandra, an overnight slide in US blue chips contributed to the weakness and set a negative tone. The Australian market ended the shortened week and shortened trading session on a low note. However, local market did manage to post its 6th consecutive weekly gain.
And some more good economic data out today.
Building activity data for the December quarter rose with both residential and commercial starts up. It confirms that construction-related firms will be well supplied with work over the 2003. Motor vehicle sales rose 2% in March. Passenger vehicle sales remain strong, suggesting that consumers are still spending. And commercial vehicle sales also strong, which is a good sign for business investment.
Thanks, Donahue. Donahue D'Souza tonight at ComSec. Well, the end of an era for the man at the sharp end of the wood-chopping world. David Foster is stepping aside as captain of Australia's wood-chopping team. But rest assured, the job is staying in the family.
He's the sex symbol of the show circuit, but the unstoppable 160-kilo David Foster now has a challenger for his title from his son Stephen. And the 19-year-old is perfectly balanced with a wood chip on both shoulders. The chip off a famous old block is a spitting image and destined for greatness.
I really think it's time that we give somebody else a go as captain. I still want to represent my country, but definitely no intentions of retiring yet for a while.
David's decision to step down as captain of the Australian team after 21 years is sad news. At the turn of the century, they would go to the show to see the bearded lady. These days, they come to see David swing his axe. This afternoon, the pin-up boy and his 130-kilo son went for another world title at Homebush, but they finished third. Even though David has won the same event 21 times before with his dad and brother, competing today was one of the most special.
It's something pretty special and puts a bit of a tear in the old eye sometimes, mate.
Been following on serious since I was about bloody 6 years old, so chips flow through the veins. Yeah, that's it.
But when you're talking about physique and the requirements of a champion wood chopper, do I cut the mustard?
Mate, you'd be an ideal jockey, mate, but not too many people your size would be any good for wood chopping.
So this is the commercial success of being world champion, David.
Well, what happened 6 years ago is that I launched my book, The Power of Two, and we launched it here, and we had the shop, and we only had one window, and then it just proved so popular that people were looking for wood chopping sporting memorabilia.
His range of wooden earrings or golden axes prove he's an athlete like no other. After 181 world titles, everyone wants to buy a piece of him.
What do you reckon? There's nothing there.
No, not much anyway, mate. I reckon you ought to come to Tasmania and live in the Foster household for a week or two.
Grant Denyer, 10 News.
Coming up a little later tonight, in sports tonight, Brisbane and Collingwood in the AFL, a Bulldogs feud in the NRL, and the final landing of his airness in the NBA.
With the flash cut, baseline.
To the national weather now, and from today's satellite picture, scattered cloud is being driven onto the New South Wales and Queensland coastline by strong onshore winds causing showers. It's mostly clear and mild across the inland of the continent due to a strong high south of the country, and bands of cloud are brushing WA with brief showers. From the synoptic chart, that slow-moving high should generate a cool morning and a mild sunny day across most of inland Australia A deep Tasman low will drive fresh winds and showers onto the New South Wales coast. Weak troughs should spark afternoon storms in tropical Queensland and the west. So the Good Friday weather forecast, mostly sunny conditions in Brisbane, windy with showers for Sydney, increasing sunshine in Canberra. Melbourne will be mostly sunny, a clearing shower for Hobart, sunny in Adelaide, mostly sunny in Perth, and a fine day is on the way in Darwin. Well, he was the star of the latest war in Iraq, and now you can have him yourself. From his army boots up to his trademark beret, this is a miniature plastic version of the missing Iraqi information minister. Mohammed al-Sahaf gained worldwide notoriety for his outrageous statements of denial during the war. Now you can buy your own version for just $70. And if you're missing the minister's antics, never fear, there is always a website, www.welovetheiraqiminister.com. It has gained a cult following, getting 4,000 hits a second. And that's all from 10 News for this Thursday, the 17th of April. Sports Tonight is next. I'm Sandra Sully from the Late News team. Thanks for joining us. Good night.